Hey guys, this is EchoTech. When you think about home audio setups, you probably imagine massive AV receivers with tons of inputs, huge dials, and something that takes up half your shelf space. But not everyone wants or needs that kind of bulk. Sometimes, you just want something simple, compact, but still powerful enough to make your speakers come alive. That's exactly where the WOOPKER AK45 Pro Amplifier steps in. This little black box doesn't scream for attention, but once you power it on and hook it up to your speakers, it makes its presence known in the best way possible. It's designed for people who want a no-fuss home amplifier that still packs some punch, supports multiple inputs, and even lets you throw a karaoke session with friends. It's kind of like the Swiss Army knife of budget audio amplifiers, and today, I want to give you the full breakdown of why this might be the perfect fit for your setup. First off, let's talk about power, because that's usually the first thing people care about with amplifiers. The AK45 Pro boasts a maximum peak power of 400 watts, 400 watts plus 400 watts peak, to be exact. Of course, RMS numbers are always a more realistic measure, and here you're looking at 50 watts per channel, which is pretty respectable for a compact stereo amp. This is a 2.0 channel system, so it's not trying to give you a full 5.1 surround theater setup, but it does deliver clear, balanced stereo sound with enough volume for small apartments, bedrooms, garages, or even a basement setup. The sound profile is mellow, clean, and actually surprisingly crisp for something in this price range. It doesn't try to artificially boost everything, but instead gives you that natural clarity, which is exactly what most people want out of an amp like this. What I really like here is the design. The AK45 Pro is compact, 7.1 inches deep, 2.5 inches wide, and 5.5 inches tall. Weighing under a kilo, it's light enough to move around easily but still feels solid on a desk or shelf. You can drop this on a bookshelf, a computer desk, or even tuck it in your entertainment console without it looking out of place. The front panel keeps things simple, with control knobs for microphone volume, bass, treble, and master volume. I've always appreciated amps that give you manual EQ control. Sometimes you want a bit more punch in the low end, sometimes you need to brighten the highs for a podcast or live performance, and having physical knobs just makes the experience more tactile and satisfying. Plus, the included remote control lets you manage playback and volume from the couch, which is one of those small but very welcome features. Connectivity is where the WOOPKER AK45 Pro really shines, because this thing isn't limited to just one or two inputs. You've got multiple options. For wireless streaming, it's got Bluetooth 5.0, which means you can pair your phone, tablet, or laptop quickly and enjoy a stable connection. For wired sources, you've got RCA inputs, which cover most traditional audio devices like CD players, DVDs, and projectors. There's also a USB port and an SD card slot, so you can literally plug in a thumb drive or an old-school memory card full of songs and let it play. And if you're into karaoke nights, the two microphone inputs on the front panel make it super easy to plug in mics and sing along with friends and family. This combination of Bluetooth, USB, SD, RCA, and mic inputs really makes it versatile for different scenarios. Whether you're streaming Spotify, playing music off a laptop, or plugging in an MP3 player, this amp has you covered. Speaking of karaoke, the AK45 Pro isn't just about sound output, it's about interaction. With those dual mic inputs, you can set up a little home karaoke session without needing extra gear. This makes it perfect for parties, family gatherings, or just messing around with friends in the garage. I like that WOOPKER leaned into this feature because so many budget amplifiers skip it. Combine that with the adjustable microphone volume control, and you've got a setup that's both fun and functional. It's not a professional karaoke mixer, of course, but for casual use, it gets the job done and adds a playful dimension to what could otherwise be just another stereo amp. In terms of audio adjustments, the AK45 Pro gives you the basics but in a very accessible way. Bass and treble knobs let you dial in your preferred sound profile, whether you're more of a bass-heavy listener or you like brighter, crisper tones. The master volume knob feels responsive, and overall, the system gives you enough control without overwhelming you with options. Some apps load you up with digital menus and dozens of presets, but sometimes you just want to turn a knob and hear the difference instantly. This amp gets that. Now, let's talk about compatibility. This thing is basically plug and play with almost any passive speaker setup. Smartphones, laptops, tablets, TVs, projectors, MP3 players, even older CD players, it handles them all. I see this working great in a small home theater setup, as a desktop amplifier for PC gaming, or even as an add-on for tower speakers in a garden or garage. And interestingly, its compact form factor means it can even be adapted for a car audio system if you want to get creative. That's the kind of flexibility